lovely Lenaria here. I'm pretty sure this is going to end up being a vlog, because I'm going to try to vlog my experience as being a vendor at a local convention. I say local, I have to travel a little bit, but it's not that far. So the convention is this weekend, although by the time I post this, not sure when it's going to be. It could be this weekend, it could also be, I hope I don't post it as late as August, but I should be fine. Anyway, so I'm really excited. I'm gonna have a booth. I've got a lot of candy bracelets that I'm selling, like candy as in, candy bracelets. I have charms that I've made that I'm calling thumbprint charms, which are made out of wood slices, upcycled paper, and upcycled pop tabs, and they're sealed off with like a cute little varnish. So they're basically these cute little decoupage charms that are also completely, like, almost completely recycled. So anyway, so behind the scenes updates, I was crafting a lot last night, like a lot. I got a lot of those charms done. I also am selling at the booth, I'm going to sell stuffy collars, which are basically just chokers, but they are smaller, so they're made for a stuffed animal, and they have a little bow or a little charm, and then the back opens and closes with Velcro, so you don't have to struggle with any clasps. But the thing I'm getting really excited about that I'm gonna try to have at the I'm gonna have these at the booth, and I am gonna sell them for the price they go for online, despite the fact that it was a lot more expensive to print these than I thought it was. Oops. But I don't have my own printer, so I got them professionally done. So yeah, they had quality options and stuff, and honestly, I got a pretty good option. It's just, you know, it's more expensive to get things done than you expect sometimes. How do I open this? Well, anyway, sorry for the obnoxious sounds you heard, but it's the activity book, guys. Oh my gosh. So me and my CG, we went out to go pick this up yesterday at the Office Depot, because it was a same day printing, which was also really cool because it saves me a lot of time. And they pre-staple it and everything for you. Like, you can just get it pre-formatted into a booklet. Like, that's awesome. So I was really excited, right? And so we went and picked these up. And I also got, because when we were there, I was picking up something else. It wasn't just the activity books. I got another thing. I had originally intended to do a custom discount code for those of you who stop by the booth that you could access for like our spread shop merch and stuff, but I can't figure out how to implement that on the site, and I'm still like struggling with it, so unfortunately I can't do that. But I did find these. I decided to just make a very quick, very simple contact card so I could have something at the booth so that, you know, anybody that comes by. So we have the professional, you know, looking thing. It's very glossy. I chose the Stay Awesome Love Yourself logo for the side because these, I don't think I'm gonna have these for like years. I think I'll go through them pretty quickly, which is good because the next time I do business cards, I'm probably gonna use the Chow logo because, like I said, I'm in the process of trying to set up Chow Entertainment. I love that I was like I said that to myself. I don't even know if I mentioned it to you guys yet. So anyway, that's hilarious. But yes, so next time I do these, I will probably have a different logo because I am in the process of setting up what I am hoping will be a pretty cool little thing. I'll try to give more updates on it as it goes along, but it's not all exciting because, I mean, building businesses isn't all that exciting, and there's a lot of like paperwork and stuff, but I'll share little snippets with you guys here and there. I know this is not like anybody's thing, TM, because I know that like y'all come here for the agery stuff, and I get it, but I don't know, I thought it'd be fun to show what it's like, the process of both being a regressor, like pretty much permanently half regressed, and being able to do big undertakings or having big projects, because I think a lot of times we end up like associating regressors with being incapable of doing certain things instead of realizing that they're capable. It's just that they're capable to a degree that is, they work on things differently. But it's not that we're not less capable, because essentially, like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people assume that if you're an age regressor, you just like can't do things. So like you can't get in a car, you can't drive a car, whatever, you can't cook for yourself. Well, some people regress that small, sure, but for people who are like me, who are more often permanently half regress than not, we don't have the option of not doing that stuff a lot of the times. Some of us do have full-time caretakers, but my partner acts as a caregiver, but I would not expect and would not ask my partner to take a full-time role in that. Like, essentially, I'm not at a needs level for my autism or anything else where I would need a full-time caretaker. Like, I can do a lot. Like, right now I have a chores list that I take care of at home, and I'm making my own businesses. I've been to college. I lived on my own in college for a bit and in my own place, in my own apartment. Like, I take care of, other things. Just because I am autistic and happen to be an age regressor doesn't mean that I can't do things. I think that's something that I wanted to push home on this, is that it really does worry me. I see this misconception in a lot of the online spaces for age regression where it's like, people really do think that it's just something that people are doing to avoid doing responsibilities. And I agree that can happen, sure. But if that's just naturally part of you, that's just naturally part of how you are, you learn to work with it. Like, a lot of us do that. A lot of us have just learned to work with our brains in the way that we have to, function. So, sorry, that was a whole tangent. Anyway, tangents aside, back to the behind the scenes excitement of the convention. So, I'm really excited. Like I said, it's local in quotations because I live 30-40 minutes away from it, but I'm gonna be staying with a friend the night before who's also running the booth with me. Take a wild guess as to who that is. Song. If you guys have been on OFT somewhat significant amount of time, or if you've checked out the site at all, you know that I have a friend who also sometimes guest posts on OFT called Night Song. He's an artist, really, really talented, and is just very much my best friend, right? This is my best friend. And so we're doing the convention booth together because I was like, hey, since I have the booth already, do you want to sell some of your custom painted stuff for D&D? Because, why not? I don't need the whole space. I feel like I shouldn't take up the whole space if I can offer part of it to somebody who could use it to get their art out and to be able to make money from their art. So of course I was like, yeah, heck yeah, come with me, and so, since he lives down there, pretty close, I'm just gonna stay there on Friday, and then Saturday is the only day of the convention I'm gonna be vending at, but Friday they have early setup, so I'm really excited about that because we're gonna go ahead of time. I don't know, like I said, I was sitting in the car yesterday. We got out of Office Depot, and I was looking at the printed out activity books, and it just felt real, which was fun, yes. And part of it was literally just me being like, wow, I have things that I've created that exist. It felt honestly very similar to the first time that I was published by a site other than my own. So one of the first times I was e-published was in Misheard magazine back in 2018, before their site crashed, because they had to reformat a lot of stuff after that happened, unfortunately. I think my works are still on there, I'm pretty sure. It's just, that was the first time it was posted, was before the site crash. And I was so overwhelmed by the thought of the things I want to do are manifesting, and part of it is a little scary. Part of it is you sitting there and going, this is real. I'm living something that I've thought about for a while. And there's a part of it that's definitely fear, and then there's a part of it that's definitely excitement. You're afraid, but you're also I don't know how to explain it, guys. For those of you who like roller coasters, maybe you'll get it, where it's that part of the experience is going to include a thrilling, possibly frightening couple of moments, but you also recognize that the overall experience will be pleasant, and it's for a good reason, typically. I don't know, I try to be profound and talk and I don't know, have a conversation, with y'all, and then I just end up doing whatever I am doing. Ooh, that was a loud sound. But yeah, so I'm just kind of getting those nervousness out, I suppose. I am actually really excited to go to this though. I went to the same convention last year and it was pretty fun. A little sad that I can't do the panels this year because I'm going to be at the booth. And there was a real cute panel last year that they were talking about a particular cryptid that was really fun, and I enjoy cryptozoology, so I was like, ooh, we love it. It was also fun because you can see the literary and like moral and societal themes behind some of the associations we have with certain cryptids. So, sorry, Dork Luna just came out, my bad. Alright, so I've been babbling on, I think, long enough about this, and I just want to share this moment with you guys because I'm really excited, and I'm just really excited. I guess to end out this video, I will say, if you want to support me in my future endeavors, I do have a merch shop for OFT set up. I've put like my custom art, like I've put renderings of my drawings, a couple of them. There are some, like, I wouldn't say NSFW, but there are some things on there that are like swearing. For example, there's a picture of Elaine in a bunny costume, which is like not that bad, but she says the F word, so you know. But there's a lot of different merch designs on the shop. I have the Spreadshirt shop, I have Redbubble, which of the two, Spreadshirt, depending on what you're getting, might have better prices. I can't vouch for the quality of their products yet, as I don't own any of theirs specifically, but I own Redbubble stuff, and I will say it's good. I own a face mask, a hoodie with OFT branding, and a couple of shirts, as well as I get stickers pretty much all the time, and it's pretty good quality. I do recommend it. I think it is definitely worth their prices, but also if you want a larger selection of designs and product options, check out our Spreadshirt. All of the links to everything are always in the description. If you like open the description and go under the big chunk of text, there's OFT links, and they're all just like right there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I haven't brought up to you guys. Oh, so those are things you can do if you want to support OFT's endeavors. I have a Patreon, not sure how that's gonna be going, but I did open a Patreon. I'm just not sure if I like it, but we'll figure it out, I guess. If you guys wanted to be involved in that should have the link underneath, I think. If you want digital products from me, like if you want a PDF copy of the Animal Fun Age Regression Activity book that I'm going to be selling at the convention, I sell those over on my Gumroad site, as well as other digital products. But right now, I think that might be one of the few things that isn't like a freebie on there, because you can go on there and get like free downloads of stuff. I have the spring activity book is free over on the Gumroad, because I released that for free like 3 years ago maybe. So keeping it free forever, because why would I change that? I feel like that'd be weird. But other than that, I think that's it for like promotional shenanigans. And I will do, I guess, another vlog, and you guys can see all of the behind the scenes of stuff like this. But yeah, I'm gonna go do some assembly line crafting because I've got a bunch more of those charms to make. So, bye lovelies. Remember to stay awesome, love yourself. I see you. Are you giving yourself enough appreciation? I see you. Do you love yourself enough? You better be nice to yourself and watch it. Alright, stay awesome and remember to love yourself. And I will see you in the next video post or whatever comes next from me. Bye lovelies!